Hi, everybody. Welcome back to That's Debatable. We have another episode with a very special guest. And today we're going to be getting into the nitty gritty, the Q&A, his viral moments, and how he feels being a content creator, I guess.
Me being the content creator, yes.
Exactly. Here we go.
Welcome to my podcast, everybody.
You can't start it like that again.
Welcome. It's your co-host, Jay Nori.
Oh my God.
Also
Cheers.
known as Johnny.
So if you guys haven't watched the last episode that we dropped, we're 2 glasses of wine in, but we're doing it like which means like 1 full bottle at this point.
Yeah.
Because we don't, oh my God. We don't
No control.
No control whatsoever.
Especially at karaoke.
Guys, I don't know if you guys ever do karaoke. Sorry, you probably heard me gulp, but we love karaoke.
Oh, man.
So much so that it's like completely, it's inappropriate how much we love it.
It's literally inappropriate.
It's inappropriate how much we love it.
You should have like a VIP members pass at that. We have one place that we go to that we absolutely love. It's the best place ever.
Don't say its name.
I'm not gonna say. Okay. We're gonna gatekeep.
We're gonna gatekeep. Sorry, I'm gatekeeping. Yeah, we have one place specifically that I go to.
Yeah.
I go like 2-3 times a week. I'll go with either 15 people, or I'll go with just me and my other friend, or me and Johnny sometimes.
I swear, you've been there by yourself.
I've been there by myself. I have been there by myself. To the point that the last time they went to karaoke, the guy was like, "Oh, you're Emely, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "Yeah, I've heard about you." And I was like, "Okay."
Well, it was a new guy, actually.
It was a new guy.
I hadn't seen him. So they talk about us.
Literally, it was a new guy. But on today's episode, besides the karaoke, because we start talking about karaoke, it will never end. We have like a whole performance, like the beginning, middle, end of everything. And
I'll perform the entire time. I'm not going to lie. The entire time I'll perform. I'll perform the entire time. I don't even need a mic. Just give me a mic stand.
Literally.
Yeah.
We have our like beginning, middle, end things. Big performance. We have choreography. We have it all. We are karaoke
signature songs.
Addicts.
Yeah, no, we love it.
But today we're going to be talking about a little bit more of the content creation side of our relationship, even though we don't really like have too much videos of us together on the internet besides like the ones on my Instagram. But I don't know. Obviously in the first episode, if you guys haven't listened to that, go check that one out. I tried to do my best of not bringing him in, because there's been girls in my DMs that have been like, "Oh my God, who is he? He's so cute." Like, girl, that's not your man's. It's not your man's. You better get the hell out of my DMs. I'm sure there's people that have been in your DMs about it.
No DMs.
Right.
I blocked them right away.
Okay, exactly. So, yeah, I've been very timid to like kind of share this aspect of it, but you've been in some of the videos and you've actually had your own viral moment.
My own viral moment.
You had your own viral moment.
Talk us through it. What happened?
So it was like a little silly video that I didn't think was going to do anything crazy. I was just like, whatever, let me just post it. Like, I don't care what it does. And it was like a trend where it's like, oh, if your boyfriend sees like a text message pop up on his phone, how is he going to react? And a lot of the other girls' boyfriends were like, what the hell? Who is that? Who is that? Who is that? And Johnny sees it. He goes, "Charles wants to kiss me?" Oh. Goes to creep into you. And I'm like, oh my God. So he went very viral. And
that was pretty viral, right? That was pretty cool.
It had like maybe, I don't even know what it's at right now, but it's probably like over 3 million views.
Yeah? Oh, that's cool.
Which is viral for you.
For me, compared to you, it's nothing. Compared to Kiwi, though, that's nothing.
Compared to Kiwi,
no, forget about it.
Oh, it's so aggravating, because my highest video that I've ever gotten views-wise is close to 50 million views. My second one was... Right. My second one was probably like 20 million. My most proudest one has been the Lady Gaga Bad Romance video.
Oh, that was cool. Lady Gaga... First off, when Lady Gaga actually commented on that video, she started crying.
I did.
I would start crying. Anybody would, you know?
I started crying. We were at Carpaccio's. I was with him. We were at dinner and people kept commenting.
I'm there all the time.
Okay. People kept commenting that she commented. And I couldn't see it because there were so many comments. There was like over 40,000 comments on that. And I was like, I can't see it. And at that point, that was like recent. So there's 40,000 comments then. I don't even know what it's at now. But that I finally saw her comment and she was like, what was I thinking? Because in the beginning, I was like, the biggest mistake Lady Gaga's ever made in her career was not putting me in the Bad Romance music video. And then she comments, what was I thinking? And I was like,
that was the moment.
I for real just started crying. That one has maybe 18 million views. Kiwi has close to like 38 million views.
Kiwi. No, Kiwi's hilarious.
Kiwi is hilarious. But
I like how when he laughs, he copies your mom.
He copies my mom. So what people don't realize is that Kiwi is not my bird. Kiwi
Right.
is my mom's bird. We got him as for my mom. And birds are very monogamous. So when they have that one person, they fall in love with that person. Everybody else can go die. Literally everybody else can go die. So that's when people are like, oh, you're not taking care of him well because birds usually love you. No. Kiwi loves my mom. Like you've seen it. He loves her. He goes down his cage looking for her. Like
Yeah, and he'll get jealous if one of the turtles or anything will, try to
like talk, like interact with my mom,
Yeah.
or like have my mom pet. Like he will get super, super territorial. That's why he is the way that he is with me.
Right.
But that man got over 35 million views.
Yeah, I know he's adorable. He's cool.
He is.
He does not like me. Let me tell you.
He does not like you. No. He likes me probably next, maybe next to my sister or something, because we're the ones that have to take care of him. True. But once that bird will live up to like 100 years old.
Oh, it's gonna be yours afterwards?
I hope it's mine. I hope Kiwi's mine after. I feel like Kiwi's made me so much money.
Kiwi the bag.
Kiwi in the bag. So much so that I had a brand asking for Kiwi to be in a brand video.
No, yeah?
I had a brand ask me for Kiwi to be a part of a brand video. Oh, and I was like,
It's going to be extra.
Sorry, it's going to be extra. That man brings in the numbers. That man brings in the numbers. But yeah, well, how do you feel like, going viral or even having the opportunity to, like, what's your mindset of it? I know how I feel.
For me, going viral or anything, or fame or anything like that, it's not really anything that I've ever thought of. If I've ever been part of your videos, I just hope that it could get you views, or it can get you, push your videos out there, do anything. If I'm funny in any way, it's definitely for you. It's not for, I'm not interested in this. Not to say that it's just not for me, I'm an accessory to you. So if I can make you look good, I am over the moon.
So, I mean, I think it's interesting to also hear that, but also, with so many of the videos that you have been a part of, like, for example, when the weight at the gym fell on my head.
Oh, yeah.
You were there.
Oh, man, that was crazy. Because, you had just started going to the gym. By the way, guys, Emely be going to the gym. She's strong. Let me tell you.
I'm going to the gym.
It must be that trainer that you have, though. Tell us about him. He's kind of cool.
He doesn't really do that much. He
doesn't
made me lose a boxing match. It's fine.
No. He's cool. I like that guy. I like that guy a lot.
So whatever. I have a trainer at the gym. He's really cute. He's got to be strong.
He's getting you strong. He is.
Now,
it's me.
Okay. Oh my God.
Anyways.
So yeah, I've been going to the gym, and that was like the very first early beginnings of me going to the gym though. And I feel like as a girl, when you start to go to the gym, it's a little bit more intimidating because you don't know how the machines work. You don't know what's happening. Especially the gym that we go to is like not a powerlifter gym.
You go to at the wrong time. It's roid city.
It's meathead city. Yeah. Like especially in Jersey, the big thing in Jersey is big guys, like big muscle heads on steroids.
With the tans. Yeah. Think about your typical, whatever you have in Jersey in your head as Jersey, that's the type of people
that's exactly. So in the beginning, it was really intimidating. And I wasn't really lifting that much. I've recently, at that point, I lost a lot of weight. So I was not strong at all. I guess I was like doing something. We were working out back, and it was like the machine where you pull down. What is that called?
It's called a lat pull down.
Lat pull down. And I'm doing this, and it got so heavy at one point, it slipped from my hands, and it just let it go. And when I let it go, the thing went up. The thing unclipped itself and fell on top of my head.
And the thing is, I was working out right next to her, and I saw it happen. I saw her let it go, and I was like, oh, that's not good. And then as soon as she let it go and it went back up, it unclipped the little clip thing, and the actual bar started falling. And if I was closer, I could have caught it, but I was just too far away. So I saw it fully hit you right on the forehead. I was like, oh my gosh, she broke down. We almost called the ambulance. We had to get to the hospital. It was a whole thing. I'm not going to lie. On the picture, it doesn't look like it's a lot, but it was a lot.
It was a lot because right as that happened, you hear the doom, doom. Yeah, and the closest one to me was Rev, because Rev was with us.
Oh, Rev was there? Yeah, I remember.
And Rev looked, and he was like, Johnny!
Yeah.
And then like he turned around, and instantly I tried to keep my composure because I was like, oh my God, this thing. And I'm starting to get dizzy, and like, I had a big chichon, and I still have a little bit of a scar on my forehead. You just have to look at it very closely of where that bar hit me.
Yeah, you got stitches, right?
Yeah.
No, you didn't get stitches. You lying. You lying.
I did not get stitches.
You got glue.
I got glue. I got glue. No,
lying.
but you know what's so crazy?
I saw you about a gas story. You didn't get no stitches.
I didn't get stitches.
You thought about it.
I was like, that would be so much better if I did that. I wish I did for the plot, just for the plot.
For the plot.
No, I didn't get stitches. I got glue on the wound because the wound was open.
No,
because it was pretty big, and I had to go to work the next day.
Oh,
and it looked, my forehead got like bruised.
Yeah.
And the little glue thing was still on there, keeping like the blood still in there. But I couldn't take it off until it naturally comes off.
Now you look crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
They had to send me home that day,
Yeah,
and that was the day that I shit myself on a table.
You what?
Yeah.
You shit yourself?
Just casually, just drop that. We'll get into that one day. We won't get into it that day, but that's the day that because I felt so bad. I think it's because I was feeling really lightheaded, and when you're serving tables, you're walking around all day, you're on your feet, especially at the job that I used to have, which we're going to go eat at the restaurant right after this, where I used to work in the city. That's our favorite restaurant, by the way.
We love that place.
Where I used to work is our favorite restaurant. Yeah. And again, you guys have heard about it before. They're super like intense. They're super about like keeping it spec, which is like standard.
Oh, it's like military.
Yeah, it's like the military.
Militaristic, for real.
Yeah, 110%. And that day, everything was just going wrong.
You're going through a lot.
I was going through a lot. My head hurt so bad, and like my stomach instantly started hurting because when I don't feel good, my stomach starts hurting, and yeah, I shit myself when I was serving a table.
Right at the table.
But we'll talk about that later. But yeah, it was interesting to say the least. Yeah. Interesting to say the least. But even that one, you were right there as I was filming that video, and people were like, why would you film the video? I was like, because I don't know. I guess I spoke about this briefly with Kaylin. When you start creating content, especially when you start creating content full time, you don't live life the same. I think we've had these conversations of just like, when I'm going through things, I like to think about things of just like, can this be a video? Can this be a video? Can I make this into content?
So let me ask you. So are you almost hoping for some crazy stuff to happen so you could document it?
No.
No?
No.
A little bit.
No. Because I don't think about it until things start getting crazy.
Right.
And then I'm like, oh, like the Montreal story.
Oh, man.
So he was there for the Montreal story. And I wasn't thinking like, I hope something crazy happens so that I can get a story. I was just casually having fun. And then things started happening. And in the middle of it, which is such a skewed way of thinking.
Wait, which one are you talking about? The one where we got poop thrown at us, or where we got into a brawl?
The whole thing. When we got the poop thrown at us, I was like, oh, okay, like that's fine. This could be a really funny story. Yeah. But then when we got into the fight, in the middle of that brawl, instantly I was like, I need to watch everything I say because this is gonna be a story. You
know what's funny though? So I love Rev. That's our guy.
Yeah, we love Rev.
I was very proud of him for picking out the Airbnb and
taking the initiative
and doing his thing. He got the Airbnb in the hood.
Yeah.
Like fully on in
we
the
got
hood.
It in a really bad area of Toronto, which is something I mentioned in the thing. Yeah. He got it in a really bad area, and we just didn't have our Toronto Drake lifestyle. No, we just definitely didn't. Although love him for putting the card down. He was no longer not to say that he's not allowed to put the Airbnb card because of us. Airbnb won't let him put the card down anymore. For real. Airbnb banned his account. Banned his account because people punched a hole in the wall.
Oh man. That was our fault though.
That wasn't our fault.
Oh, not our fault, but
somebody punched a hole in the wall. You got the fire extinguisher and decided to go.
We're the problem.
We're the problem. We are the problem. But
it's me.
No, stop. Literally stop that. That's not even funny. Like that ass isn't even funny. I'm not gonna start talking about it, but like that, don't do that. Don't ever do any reference to that. I'm so sorry. Don't ever reference Taylor Swift. Don't ever reference Taylor Swift. I'm so sorry. I can't.
Baby, I'm looking at Swiftie though.
This isn't the podcast to have that conversation.
But a little bit.
This isn't that podcast to have a conversation.
But I am. It's who I am.
You're not though, and it's fine. I don't want to talk about this right now, genuinely, because it's gonna aggravate me. I'm not a Taylor Swift fan. I've put it on my TikTok before. It's not to say that I don't think she's talented. It's just that I'm not her fan.
Okay.
I'm not her demographic. I don't like her music. I don't know her as a person. She could be a lovely person. I'm not talking about personality. I'm talking about the music. Okay. That's it. So we're going to move past that. Anyways, it pissed me off. But the Montreal thing, yeah, it comes to a point where your mind gets switched from living a normal life. Not even a normal life, because I live a normal life. But like your mind gets very like changed into, okay, I just got into a car accident.
Oh, that was crazy, actually, yeah.
Can this be a content moment?
No.
And that was something that I realized it wasn't just me, it was people that do this. Because Kaylin was there with me in the car accident, and we talked about it, about when our minds literally switched to the moment that like we looked up, we made sure everybody is okay. Even though like we just went through something traumatic, so we may not be okay. But physically, like, is anybody bleeding? Does everybody have their limbs on? It's fine. Like,
Kaylin's whole tooth was missing, right?
Kaylin's whole tooth was missing. And she got up from the thing, and I looked, and she goes, "Is it bad?" And I said, "It's really bad." I was like, "Kaylin, it's really bad." And then the next thing Kaylin says to me, "Is it TikTok bad?" And I was like, "Yeah,
Jesus
it is."
Christ.
And it's like, and immediately we made those videos. We made like 2-3 videos, and we're like, "Yes, we got it." Da-da-da-da. And it's such a crazy way. And people could be like, "Oh my God, like you guys need to touch some grass." But it's like, when this becomes your job, you start thinking about it differently.
But it's also important what you said, that is it TikTok bad? Because it wasn't bad in the sense where it's like you can't make
NBC
a video.
News bad.
Right,
it was not that. No, it wasn't like CNN bad. No. That's different. And even then, we're going to tell that story before CNN does. Like, you're gonna be, we're going to tell that story before CNN does. And it is, because especially what I do, I tell stories for a living.
100%.
And like, the things that happened to me, even when I got stuck in Colombia, I didn't know about any of it. Even when the cruise story, I remember my dad called me and he was like, although you got kicked out of the cruise, although you're basically getting kicked out of Europe, think about the story you can tell.
That's true, yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I guess. Even though in that moment it really sucks, but a couple months down the line, it's almost like you're not like half glass full.
No, but honestly, even me, I don't make content or anything like that, but I feel like that's a good way to go through life, If bad things happen to you, it's a good story to tell. Granted, I mean, given the severity of it, right? But so it's a way to not take yourself as seriously, right?
Yeah, I think it kind of gives me the peace of mind of like, yeah, this really, really, really sucks, but something so positive can come out of it because I can make people laugh about it. Even though in that moment, I wanted to die. Right. Even like the kicking of the chest story. Like in that moment, I was on fire. Literally like balls of fire. I was so angry. I was willing to just like destroy this club, ruin everybody's night. But then I look back at it now and it's so funny, and other people, millions of people have been entertained by it, that it's like, you know what? There's always like that silver lining of things.
So wait, hold on. I'm excited. They got questions for us.
Yeah. Okay. So they do have questions for us.
They got questions for us. We asked the masses and they got questions for us. I'm excited.
So I put up a poll on Instagram, like you just said, about questions because they knew that you're coming on the podcast. Mm-hmm. And I asked you guys to ask us any random questions that you possibly have. And we're going to answer them live now on the podcast. So first one, we're going to start off easy. Biggest pet peeve in the relationship?
You want to do I go first? And then the next question you go first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then also at the end, we're also going to ask each other questions because I think it's fun too.
Okay. My biggest pet peeve of you is your attitude, first and foremost. Her attitude is horrible. Yeah, we're starting horrible.
It's not that bad.
No, it's gotten better. But it is still bad. When it gets bad, it's bad. It's bad.
But what would you say an example of it getting bad, though?
When you just... Sometimes I'll just be... Because I'm happy-go-lucky. I'm the happiest-go-luckiest guy ever. In the morning, super... At all times of the day, you got to do something terrible for me to be angry. Or even annoyed. Emily, in the morning... Terrible. She'll just be annoyed for no reason. I tell her it's because she doesn't drink enough water, she doesn't eat enough food, but she doesn't get enough sleep. No. It's just because people are annoying. No. So if you even say something that will annoy her even the slightest amount, right away she's giving you attitude. Right away she's answering you with attitude. She's giving you just bad stuff, bad energy. And then I'm like...
You know what's crazy is this is how I ruined a whole vacation for myself, because my friend Vanessa, and we'll talk about it when she comes back on. I planned a whole vacation for her birthday to Vegas, and she showed up to my house. I'm not a morning person. I'm a night person very much. He's not a night person.
Oh no, I can't do that.
But I am a night person. I will stay up to 6 o'clock in the morning. I don't care. And my friend Vanessa walked into my house, super excited for her birthday trip that I just planned the whole entire thing of. Walked into my room. She goes, Vegas! Super loud at 8 o'clock in the morning. And I got up and I was like, Vanessa, go downstairs. What the is wrong with you?
It's her birthday.
I know. I didn't talk to her for the rest of her birthday trip.
The whole trip.
Her whole
crazy.
trip. I ruined her. I didn't ruin her whole trip, but like
she had a good time.
She had a good time, but like I genuinely put a stint in that trip because I did not talk to her the whole time because of the fact that she woke me up so early with some stupid.
Yeah.
Genuinely. Okay. I guess my pet peeve for you.
You'll hold it though. If you get mad, you'll hold on to that for a little bit.
I don't know how to let go of anger.
No, right?
I just don't know how to do it. I don't know how to like calm myself down. The only way that I do is by silence. Like I'll sit there and I'll be silent because I know that it's usually I'm such a loud, like energetic person. Like I think sometimes I'm the party. I'm the life of the party sometimes. So when I'm not,
every time, baby, every time you're the life of the party.
So when I'm not, people, you can tell when I'm just like sitting there, like I don't want to be here. Don't talk to me.
Just like you're the life of the party, though, you'll bring the party down.
110%.
Oh, that's another thing. Actually, let me revert. Let me rephrase.
Right,
let me go back to what I
here.
said.
There's a lot of pet peeves here.
No, the main thing is, and what's funny is this is one of the best things about you too. If you're happy, you're gonna make everybody else feel happy, and which is amazing. Which is the best thing ever. If you're excited, if you want the party to go, you'll get the party started, and it'll be great. The problem is when you're not feeling so good. When you're not feeling so good, you're gonna make it known to everybody that you're not feeling good. Yeah. And then that brings everybody down. Because obviously we want you to have fun. We love you, you know?
Yeah, but I don't want to have fun. So don't push me to do anything I don't want to do. I guess my biggest pet peeve for you is how early you wake up. I absolutely hate it in the morning when the phone rings or like he has his alarm go off. The other day I threw his phone at him.
You did, yeah.
And I was like, turn it off.
What was funny is I didn't know where it was, so you had to pick it up and give it to me.
I had to pick it up and you're like, where is it? And I was like, it's in the bed. And he goes, where? Oh my God. And also I guess a pet peeve of mine is sometimes that like, oh my God, Johnny's like a toddler. When they get silly, they get silly. Oh, yeah, and I love it a lot of the times, but sometimes I'm like crying and he'll be like, and I'm like, this is like not the time or place for this. Like,
no, I get the zoomies. That's what happens.
Yeah, you get the zoomies. And sometimes I'm like, can you just like, another one too, since you gave me two, is like, you're too friendly sometimes, dude.
Friendly?
Again, this is more of me than it is about you.
Okay.
But sometimes like you just be too friendly where I'm like, you don't need to talk to every person on the street. Every single one. Every single one you have to talk to. And like we have to stop and like now we're talking for them for like 10, 15 minutes. And I'm like, oh my God, enough.
Rev was saying that the other day. He was talking about how one time we were in, where were we, Hoboken? And the guy just came over. He wanted to talk to him. Some crazy guy. I'm not even gonna lie.
Crazy guy.
But he came up to us. I was like, hey, what's up, man? What's up with you? Yo, he was actually crazy. He started yelling at one point. I had to take him to the side. I was like, well, why did you talk to him in the first place? Like, just leave him alone. He seemed friendly. What do you mean? He seemed friendly.
No, that's one thing me and Rev can agree on. It's like sometimes Johnny be too friendly.
No, but what it is, because I told him too, I think it's my overconfidence. I'm friendly because if somebody comes up to me and they're gonna do anything, what are you gonna do? You know?
Yeah, I don't agree with that. Okay, next question. One thing you find unique about each other. Okay, Big Slay. You go first.
No. I went first last time.
No, but that's the theme.
No, it's not.
Because I'm not going to go twice in a row.
What do you mean?
Like, that make sense.
Then I go twice in a row.
Okay. No, you don't.
I will. After this question, I'm going to go twice in a row.
I know that you're like a math major, but you're not doing the math right.
What do you mean? After this question, I'm going to go first.
Okay.
You're done.
You're done. Okay. One thing that I find unique about you or our relationship.
We'll do both. Why not?
You is your friendliness. I've never met somebody who is so kind and so like personable ever in my life. I also am the exact opposite. Whoa, Emily.
Whoa.
I'm personable.
Not very, yeah.
But not as much as you. Like not as much as you. I'm a little bit more shy. He is definitely not. He's like very much like.
Oh, I was shy this past weekend when we met Jaylen Brunson. Oh, I was so shy.
Oh my god. Okay, wait. Johnny's been on his content creator wave recently because now he was on the podcast now, and I took him. So the best part of my job is when I'm able to bring people into my job. And one event, I usually try to cater who I'm gonna bring to the events that I know that they'll be like most gassed about. Like for example, Gov Ball first year. Rev, you couldn't go. I remember.
Yeah, I had work. Yeah,
but Rev loves J. Cole. And Gov Ball was gonna be J. Cole was one of the headliners to close out the tour, close out the festival. So I was like, I know that he's gonna be really stoked to do this. Nicole, the same thing. She loves Trixie Mattel, like she loves all of that. So I was like, okay, bet. I'm gonna bring you to these things that I know that you would really enjoy. So recently, Bose, that's the one, held an event, and they had Jaylen Brunson and
Mel Bridges. Let me tell you guys, I am the biggest Knicks fan ever. I love the Knicks. They have been terrible.
Go for the New York Knicks.
What? No, New York Knicks. Go New York, go New York, go. So I'm the biggest New York Knicks fan ever. I love the Knicks. Carmelo Anthony, you're my guy. But Jaylen Brunson, point of the story, he got traded he's the best player on the Knicks right now, in my opinion. Okay. And he happened to be at the event. So I was so excited, so stoked. I needed to be there. And I thought it was going to be regular. Like I was going to see him and we're going to say hi. Yo, I got so nervous.
He did get so nervous.
I was like a little fangirl.
He did get so nervous. That's the thing too. It's like when I tell my friends, oh, we're going to go to these events. You have to understand, sometimes certain celebrities will be the ones that it's like, we have our own VIP section. No one's going to come around us. Yeah.
No, but they were out and about.
But with athletes, I knew that they were just going to be walking around amongst everybody else. So Johnny, I was like, I know he's going to like eat all of this up. He's going to be so excited. They gave us free headphones. Like,
we got it. Yeah, that's cool.
I was more excited for the headphones.
No, it was a good
event. Love the company. So I was like, every time it's always a good party that they throw. Plug. But yeah, so then when he came and Mel
Bridges, he's larger than life.
Right next to him.
No, he's larger than life. I'm not even a Nets fan. I like Mel Bridges, but
Johnny stared at him.
I was like this.
And he was like, and I said, pick your jaw up off the ground. You're embarrassing me.
But he's tall. I was like,
he's tall,
wow.
He is tall. But you did say hi to Jaylen Brunson.
Oh, Jaylen Brunson came over. It was kind of awkward. I was like, yo, you saved New York basketball. Adapt them up. And he laughed. So we had a moment together. It was nice.
I don't know. It makes me so happy to be able to give like my friends those moments. It was cool. Friends and my boyfriend, but like everybody those moments. I'm just like, you would never be able. You know how much people would pay to meet these people?
No, it was cool. Yeah, no, it was really nice.
And meanwhile, there's an open bar here. We're getting schmiz. We're getting little bites, one biters.
It was cool. It was very cool. It was a great moment. I really thank you for that. It was nice.
Yeah, of course. You're forever in debt to me, so now you can never leave me. So not more than anything, I just like experience with that because I also fangirl all the time. New York Fashion Week, I met Liza Koshi.
Oh, Liza Koshi, Vine.
Yeah, Vine, yeah. YouTube. No, put some respect on her name. She did the Met Gala interviews. Respect. And I turned into a fangirl. And a lot of the times you have to remember, like, if you're at these events, you can't look like a fangirl because you're at the event. You also got invited just like they did, even though they probably either got paid to be there or they got the free VIP section. Like, there's always perks to it.
Who do you remember being the person that you were the most nervous to see or to meet?
I haven't met them yet.
Nah? But the people that you've met so far?
Liza,
yeah.
Liza, definitely. Probably Liza.
You saw Vanessa Hudgens. That was pretty cool.
I saw Vanessa Hudgens.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, the Jonas Brothers, I guess.
Jonas Brothers. That was dope.
I met Janelle Monae. I did a video with Janelle Monae. Actually, here's the thing. I don't really listen to a lot of Janelle Monae. So for me, I was like, you're just so gorgeous in person. And we met I'm just always nervous to meet these people because you never know how they're going to react.
Right.
You never know if, like, I know that they're probably their label or their team is like, hey, we want you to do this TikTok with this person because it's going to be really good for your press.
Right.
And some artists will be like 110% down. Other artists will be like, I don't want to do that. Janelle Monae was the one that was like, I'm down. Yeah, of course. What do you want me to do? And like, she was so kind. And I looked at her and I said, hey, this is what the concept is. This is what I want you to do. And she was so receptive to it. And she was like, yeah, 110%, let's do it. Like, cool, great, amazing. She was so amazing. And not only that, her album, she sang the whole album before I got to do it. Yeah. And I was like, this album is amazing. It was a brand new album. Yeah. So that one was like really, really cool. Just more so of like, I love meeting these artists that are just like so like tuned into who they are. Like Liza Koshi was another one that like when I went up to her, she was just so kind. Yeah. And it wasn't like, I'm Liza Koshi, I have 30 million on this and this and that. It was like, yeah, I'm Liza Koshi and we're at the same event and you're that girl and I'm that girl and we should be happy to be here. Yeah. And more than anything, we should be grateful to be here. Like that brought it back of like, that's how I try to go about it at these events of like, these are so cool. And like, I understand like people would kill to be in these rooms. But at the same time, like, I should be grateful to be in these rooms before anything. Like, it's never like I deserve to be here. It's like, no, this is a privilege at the end of the day. And Liza Koshi very much, like, gave me that motivation or, I guess, reassurance that I needed in my heart of, like, it's okay to relish in your accomplishments. Right. And she very much did that. Jonas Brothers is really cool. I was so nervous to meet them. I was like, oh my God, this is a lot. And I know that the moment that this hits the page, people are going to look at me and it's going to take me to like a whole nother thing.
Right, when just you see somebody.
She just made a video with the Jonas Brothers. Right. So it was just awkward because I understand my style of comedy. And this is because of you. Our styles of comedy have merged into one.
Oh, we really have. Because when we first met, you didn't think I was funny.
Yeah, when we first met, I looked at him and I was like, you don't make me laugh.
I said the same thing about you, though. Like I said. I was like,
okay.
You're not funny.
I was like, you don't make me laugh.
So then I taught you the ways and I made you funny.
And then I taught you the ways. No, we grew up into, I hate you. Like, I taught you the ways of how to be funny. No, honestly, what it was is we grew up together. Right. So our styles of comedy have now merged into one. Right. So anytime I do a video, I run it by you first. Like the Jonas Brothers video was, I'm going to go up to them and I'm going to ask them, so what's your least favorite song to sing and why is it burning up? They were like, it's not. And I was like, but that's the joke. Right. Like, do you get it? Because red dress, like, haha, like, ooh, like you get it. And then they were all on board to do it though. They were super excited to do it. No, cool. But when I run the idea by you, you start cracking up. And I'm like, I know it's funny now. See, now I know it's funny. Because our styles of comedy have just merged into one big ball of like, whatever. I think we laugh more than anything now.
What I'm hearing is that you just look to me for the approval of it's funny. Like I was saying, I taught you how to do it. All right,
so guys, this is the end of the episode. I think this is it. I think his head has gotten way too big. He's been sitting on this couch for way too long. He's got 2 glasses of wine.
This is my podcast.
No, enough. But yeah, no.
No, but like I said, also another thing that I would imagine is when you meet these people that are, more famous and, celebrity, there might be people that you're not necessarily a fan of or that you just, maybe like it's a musician, you haven't heard their music. So it's not, you won't be as nervous as if, say you met Miley Cyrus or Ariana Grande,
If I met Miley Cyrus, Marty knows, and she's laughing behind the scenes because we did a whole Child Star episode on Miley Cyrus. If I met Miley Cyrus, I don't think I could keep my composure. Right. I think that my body would shake and I would have to, even thinking about it, I might start crying. Like, I would have to look at her and I'd be like, the reason who I am today, the reason why my dreams are what they are because of you. Because I watched Hannah Montana as a 10-year-old and I saw a 16-year-old pop star and the admiration and the love that everybody had for you, and I wanted it. Right, and I will continue to work my entire life to do it. I don't think I will ever be able to meet Miley Cyrus. I don't think to meet her? It's good for my mental health. No. I don't think it's good for my mental health to meet Miley Cyrus. I really don't. I think that it would because I don't want to, sometimes, when people say keep your idols in your head. Mm-hmm.
I feel like she'd be so cool though.
She would be so cool. Yeah. She'd be so cool. Who's somebody that you would want to meet that you think that you would kind of have a little fangirl, I'm gonna die moment.
I'm gonna die? Well, I didn't think it was gonna be Jaylen Brunson, but it was Jaylen Brunson.
But do you see how again, that's an athlete though.
Yeah. So
musician wise, where they're hitting you with their voice.
Musician wise. Oh, if I met Abel the Weeknd, oh man, I'd be like, yo, that's the Weeknd. What?
I don't think I've ever been in a room with The Weeknd.
That'd be crazy.
I don't think I've ever been in a room with The Weeknd.
He's cool. He'll sing your soul out.
He will. He would. See, I don't know. That's so interesting to think of though. Because at the end of the day, they're regular people, though.
They are regular people. Someone I would love to meet, John Mayer. I love.
He would be
John
so
Mayer.
funny.
He'd be
so
hilarious.
funny.
Current Mood. Shout out to that. Current Mood. His talk show.
He's
is
definitely
amazing.
gonna appreciate that.
Oh yeah, he's gonna see it. Of course.
He's gonna see this.
Of course.
John Mayer, I know you're one of our listeners. Love you, babe. Like, no, that's
I love John Mayer. I'm not gonna lie.
That's interesting.
And of course, Hosier. We love Hosier.
We love Hosier. That's our forest king.
Forest king. We love Hosier.
He is the king. Okay, wait. Should we go back to questions?
So something that I admire about you, I've said it before.
One unique thing about me, yeah.
One unique thing about you, is your drive. Honestly, you're so driven to reach your goals, which like I said before, is something that I truly want to put into myself and replicate, because you're a dreamer and you go after your dreams.
Aww,
I want to be like that. Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate ya.
Yeah.
Okay.
I appreciate you.
Okay, enough. Okay, so we're gonna end one more question.
Okay, talk to me.
Okay, well, I'm gonna give you the option. Well, what are our signs? People keep asking. So that's a fast one though.
Capricorn.
I'm a Capricorn.
January 15th.
December 30th.
Get me a present.
We're okay. Both Capricorns, so y'all can go with that with whatever you want. Yeah. I feel like Capricorns kind of get like a weird rep, but yeah, we're both Capricorns, and it's worked out so far. So
give the big three. What are your big three?
Capricorn, Virgo, and I forgot. Sorry, babe. I'm a Virgo and Gemini.
I'm a Capricorn sun, a Leo moon, and a Scorpio rising.
Wow. Okay, I'm a Gemini moon, Virgo rising. So those are our signs. Okay, wait. Should we do what's the moment where you knew I love this girl here, or when he's gonna put the ring on it?
We'll go to the first one.
Just kidding.
The moment I knew I love you.
Okay. What's the moment you knew you love me?
No, actually, I do know the moment. Do you know the exact moment?
For yours?
No, for you. I'm saying. I know the exact moment I knew that I loved you.
I know it. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so after school, because we met in high school, and we would go out, and we made it a thing. We would go after school. We would go out to eat every single day, right? Whether it be McDonald's, Applebee's, whatever restaurant it was, right? And at the time, Emely loved
McDonald's, a restaurant.
It is a restaurant. What you mean? What you talking about? So Emely loved what? You loved chicken nuggets. You love chicken nuggets, especially at that time, right?
Yeah.
So after school, we would go and we would get chicken nuggets. So it just happened to be one day. It was me and her, and my first car was a Chevy Suburban, 01 Chevy Suburban with like 300,000 miles on it, right? Mm-hmm. And we got the chicken nuggets, and somehow we were sitting in the front. You were sitting on my lap. I'll never forget. You had a blue sweater on.
I did.
You had a blue sweater on, and you said something silly. I forgot what you said. But I just looked at you. I was like, wow, I love this girl.
Aww. Yeah, I don't know. I can't pinpoint the moment because I knew I loved you from the moment you texted me.
Oh, all right. I was about to get crazy right now. Whatever.
No. I always knew. I was like, I'm going to love him. He's going to be my boyfriend forever. I knew that, though. I was like, this is my first boyfriend.
Intense.
I know.
From the moment I texted you?
I was so intense because I knew the moment that I saw him, I was like, I'm going to love him forever. I know it. And I was like, and I know that's like crazy to say right now, but like, I know it.
Right.
That's how like quick I was with everything. I was like, meet my family, meet this person, meet this, and then come into this, come to the dance. Can you take me to dance? I knew the moment you drove me to dance, I was like,
I would drive you to dance all the time.
You drive me and my friends to dance
and
all
your friends.
The time.
Oh my goodness.
All the time to dance.
I don't know if you guys have ever dated or ever seen or ever been part of a dancer's life, right? But they have these recitals and they're in these conventions, right? Where there will be tons and tons, like probably at least 50 teams, mm-hmm. right? And, they all compete, right? And they have 3-minute dances, but they all have to go, for the whole convention, it's 3-minute dances for 50 teams. So we have to wait for, your specific team to go on.
And solos.
Oh my goodness. So
and trios.
And trios. And sometimes you would be the last people to go on.
Because we were so good.
So we would wait there for like me, your mom, your dad, your family, everybody. We would, even Vanessa sometimes. We would wait there for 6 hours just waiting for 3 minutes of Emely, obviously, honestly. Worth it.
Worth it. Yeah, no. That's when I was like, oh wow. you wouldn't, because I would try to get my friends to go all the time, and they always would say no. They're like, no, we're not going to do it. And you and Vanessa were the only ones that were like, we'll sit through 8 hours of bad dances just to see you guys go on.
Your grandpa would fall asleep.
My grandpa would fall asleep. Because it was
we wake him up like, yo, it's time.
I know, because I would look at them. I was like, if you think it's a long day for you, imagine I wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, start taking classes from 7 to 11. Then from 11 to 12, you get lunch. And then from 12, you start getting ready for the competition. And at that moment, from 12 to like 8 o'clock, you're rehearsing everything until you get on stage.
No, it's a long day.
So I was like, is this a long day for you guys? It's a long day for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Okay, wait. So last one. What do you want it to be?
You pick one. Pick one at random.
Future. Because people are going to be like, y'all been together for 8 years and blah, 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 blah. That's going to be a question. I know it is.
We've been together for 8 years and what?
And what's happening now?
Like in a relationship? Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, you know, we can take those as a combination, right? We balance each other out because we know who we are as individuals, right? I know who you are, you know who I am, and we mix very well, right? The type of person you are goes with the type of person I am. We both know that right now we have to focus on ourselves and focus on our career and develop ourselves individually. You know, not to say that we're not, obviously we're together, but before we make that kind of commitment, which is interesting because when we talk to people from the older generation, right, they'll say, no, forget about that. Just come together and build everything together. But my thing is, I want to be able to give you a life that you deserve, right? And I want to build that, you know, build myself up, and then you build yourself up, then we come together and then we give each other the life that we think that we deserve, right?
I agree. And with that said, will you imagine? No, I'm kidding. No, 110%. I think that I genuinely agree. I feel like sometimes I've gotten the question, especially going out with like normal settings, of people being like, no, like, well, you know, they kind of rush me based on their own timeline. Right. And I look at it as it's like, if you think that I'm not progressing in your timeline, you're not progressing in mine. Oof. And that's just point blank, period. Ooh. Like, you're not. Like, I don't know. I feel like sometimes when I look at that part of my life of just like marriage and kids and all that, it looks like a sigh of relief of just like, I did everything and now I'm going to focus on you guys. Yeah. And so that's not so much about like me and my dreams and my career, because in my forefront is literally just me and my dreams. You, and
it should be. But for me, I view that as the next step in my life or in our lives, right?
I think everybody's timeline is different too.
Yeah, no.
If you decide to have a kid before marriage, that's cool. That's your timeline. If
100%. It's not
get you know, engaged and wait 10 years and that's your timeline. I feel like sometimes the pressures of when especially now since we've been telling people that we've been together for 8 years, they automatically think, what's that next step? When it's like, but have you asked what that next step is for me individually? Right. And what that looks like for me, because it's going to look very different just for you. Like same thing for you. But
well, it's different for everybody, right?
It's different for everybody. And I think that it's kind of like ignorant to try to put your timeline onto others, because if I want to do that to others, trust and believe that it's like, it's very different. Parent. But I think that's it for today.
Okay.
This was fun.
This was amazing.
We got through a couple of the questions. We just talked a lot of
We just be
There's
talking.
so much.
We'll be here forever.
We'll be here forever. If trust and believe, we would be here for like 10 hours if we could. Mm-hmm. But we finished the whole bottle.
We did. We need another one.
But now we're gonna go to dinner. But
and have some more.
And have some more at dinner. I'm gonna get a pomegranate margarita at Hillstone.
You need
Love
that.
you. But I'll see you guys for the next one. Let me know if you guys want to see more of Johnny. Let me know what you guys think of the episode. This was so much fun to have you on. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
You are the light of my life. You're the heart of my heart.
The moon of my stars.
The moon of my stars.
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. I don't know. The moon of my stars. All of it. So this was really an exciting one to have you on.
This was great, baby.
I'm grateful.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Of course.
And I love you.
And I love you. Remember but more importantly, I love you. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notifications, do all what you have to do, and never miss another episode. Follow me on all socials. Follow Johnny. Don't follow Johnny on all socials. His link will not be in the bio. But thank you guys so much. Appreciate you guys. Bye.
I'll be back.